That was Get It Better Get It, You Got It, Good Job by Wankenstein's Monster. It's 9:05 p.m. You're listening to Fakahatchee Radio. I'm Horace Wexler.
The wind is very expensive.
Cocaine and a crack pipe in the car.
I got them.
The helicopter that's raging back there.
Before the headlines tonight, let's take a look at this big, beautiful rock we live on with Eye on the Planet, where our favorite globetrotter has been tasked with finding the last remaining black rhino in the Serengeti for a very distinctive reason.
Earth shit.
Thank you, Horace. Choo-Chee Bunham here for an Eye on the Planet, and I'm in the back of a Land Rover in the quickly setting African sun, wearing a smart pair of khakis and a set of binoculars as an accessory. My look is fairly dashing. My mission, to capture the song of the elusive black rhino before it goes extinct. A song that in many African legends could make a grown man cry, even if he's a football and chipped steelworking bloke whose daddy hit him as a child whenever his eyes would water. My trusty guide Mugumbe has told me he's heard the song, and he too is bald like a child who pulled the head of a Barbie and realized the frailty of human life. I assured him there will be no such tears from me as the British only cry when we lose a princess that we finally warmed up to. As it's the very last black rhino, I expect it will be difficult to find, and we wouldn't want to scare it off during the day. So in the dead of night, with Mugumbe's help, I'm hoping to find where this lonely black rhino rests his head and record his sweetly slumbering song.
Thanks, Choo-Chee. And now here are the headlines from around the globe, brought to you by the Fakahatchee Gazette, where they're currently trending. FakahatcheeGazette.com. You break the news, you buy the news. A flood or drought or some weather shit has caused a global horseradish shortage that continues leaving lovers of spicy tang reeling and in shock as mouths continue to go bored. Mitch McConnell has stated that he will not open any debate on the Senate floor and pass legislation to protect America's supplies of Arby's horsey sauce. House member Devin Nunes claimed this was for the best, as Arby's horsey sauce is a plot by immigrants to poison America's sandwiches by hiding chemicals inside the sauce. Trojan horsey sauce.
To poison the American people with this nonsense, we have all suffered long-term damage.
The ACLU has stated this was unshockingly racist, but especially confused. However, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson echoed Representative Nunes' comments.
According to our scientists at Porton Down, they're very good. We're going to get the OPCW in, the Organisation for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons is coming in today to look at the sample.
The calls for more American condiments have increased in recent weeks, with the government passing large subsidies for spicy alternatives, brown mustard and chipotle mayo. President Trump spoke at the American Condiment Conference and stated these subsidies will help give these condiments the fair and level playing field they deserve. For a taste on how that might affect us right here in Fakahatchee, we reached out to Hank Bertram of Hank's Old Arby's that's not really an Arby's.
Yeah, I'd say I've been largely unaffected. I got about 3 40-gallon drums of substance my lawyer says I can't exactly call horsey sauce in the deep freeze. But I'm keeping an eye on the situation. You never want to be caught with your pants around your ankles when the government's about.
Meteorologists have said whatever bullshit weather event that's caused this isn't likely to get less flooded, or more rainy, or whatever. Let's quickly check back in live with An Eye on the Planet.
Earth shit.
Choo-Chee, are you there? Can you hear us? Have you found the rhino?
Hello, Horace. We haven't had much luck. It's a new moon, so it's very dark outside. You should see the stars. They're absolutely splendid. But we have been traveling back and forth across the rhino's nesting plains, where we think we'll find it sleeping in a nest of its own design, largely carved from dirt and mud by the rhinoceros's horn. I have a very tight end date on this trip, so as the night has gone on, we've been driving faster and faster to cover more ground to try and find it. I'd hate to leave here empty-handed without the rhino song, but look out for that rock. The rock, the gumbe, the black rock, look out!
Chuchi, are you there? Can you? Okay. Well, it seems like while we try to reestablish our feed, we'll be turning to U.S. news and resume this story when our feed comes back online. America. As U.S. presidential candidates continue their sprint toward Election Day, the once wide field of Democratic presidential hopefuls continues to narrow, with the following Democratic candidates announcing the suspension or termination of their campaigns: Andrew Yang, Tom Steyer, Michael Bennett, Biggest Hank, Beauregard Clamtown, Crepus Tolstoy, Plunge Dasent, Benjamin Brassballs McCormick, Scorbus Meathands, Dick Bragg, Coolio, Molto Mung, Gazy Glint, Gorby Rudabagazi, Zoot Cornish Gaiman, Slippery Slim Jazz Guy, White and White, Jimmy Bread, A Barrel of Puppies, Brust Jonchenheimer, Finn Vothard, Corn Pop, Salacious Jane, the original Broadway cast of Rent, Tony, Scalise Openhoist, Goldstein Hambrolio, Randy Boppins, Scap Writhing Spice, Jimmy Potato Hands, Shish Riri, Lomi Riding Ham, Crusta Boo Boo, Waller Chicken Beak Mabodi, Pig Shit Barsden, and hopefully billionaire and ladies towel enthusiast Michael fucking Bloomberg. Eat shit, Mike. This just into our news desk. A suspicious car in your neighborhood is being closely watched by an old person without a hobby. Puttering fan Martha Maynard said on Nextdoor that she couldn't yet tell the ethnicity of the driver, but that she wouldn't let her guard down until they left or diagnosis murder came on, whichever came first. 3 hours ago, she posted she would pretend to walk the dog to get a better look at the driver, but there have been no updates since. She is presumed dead. Or napping. Kobe definitely got into heaven, says religious basketball fan Bryce Sonder, part-time church attendee and Bible owner. In a drunken statement at a party last night, Bryce said the late basketball player was hooping it up with JC to be sure. We reached out for more info.
Oh, the Black Mamba is definitely taking it to the bucket. Crossing over and breaking Christ's ankles to be sure. And then, boom, the fadeaway jumper. I mean, JC can ball, but better than number 24? Get it.
Bryce has stated he will be mentioning this to a friend with an airbrush in the hopes that it will inspire him to paint a very radical van. Okay, let's go back to our feed and quickly check back in with an eye on the planet. Chuchi, are you still with us? Talk to me, Chuchi. What's happening there?
Horace! Thank God, Horace. It's me, Chuchi Bonham, here for an eye on the planet. Our Land Rover is devastated. I was able to put out the fire in the engine before it exploded. The tires are flat. I think an axle has splintered, and I can't get my Spice Girls CD out of the player, so I'm probably going to have to leave it. I'm pretty sure my left arm is entirely broken. My guide Magumbe's head is split open like a hot cantaloupe when he went through the windshield, but I've got it, Horace. The story of the century. I can promise you, no one else is going to have the story that I have. I was able to capture the song of the Black Rhino as it went extinct. And here, for your listeners, is its final moments.
The Rock, Magumbe, the Black Rock, look out!
My head. Oh, God. Oh, my arm. Why can't I move my arm? Magumbe. There's got to be an extinguisher here somewhere. Okay. That's the fire sorted. Oh, stupid black rock looming up out of nowhere. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God, the rock. It's alive. It's a living rock. That's a lot of blood from a rock. No, wait a minute. Oh God. It's true. It's the Black Rhino. Oh, its song is so sad. Well, I definitely better record this, haven't I? Shh, big fella. Shh. Oh God. I'm crying. The Black Rhino's song is an ethereal ballad pulled from time and space that wraps itself around your heart and tightens until you weep. Shh, boy. Choo-chee will give you a little bit of mercy. Just a tiny bit of mercy.
Thanks, Choochie. And in breaking news, the plane that's been circling overhead for the past 30 minutes has now begun spraying an unknown substance over the town. Authorities have suggested staying indoors if you want to, acknowledging they can't make you stay there, and a lot of you are especially stubborn and pig-headed about anything the government tries to tell you. And stay tuned for your thoughts and opinions tonight on my show Night Drive, starting at 1 a.m. For Fakahatchee Radio, I'm Horace Wexler. Fakahatchee Radio. Still American for now.